Salutations, FliiGirlz and FliiGuyz. How are you guys doing? Happy Wet Wednesdays. I hope everybody is doing well. Yes, y'all. I hope y'all are doing well. Please make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And welcome to ButterFlii PrettyStaiiFlii. You guys. Uh, uh, uh. Busted, disgusted, and can't be trusted. That's an old school saying. That's an old school saying. But, yeah. So, if y'all been following this Love and Marriage Huntsville debacle, now, let me tell you just how much of a debacle it's been in this last week. So, this Saturday, somehow OWN mixed up the schedule of the season and showed last week's episode. Now, this ain't the first time they messed up. Mind you, they messed up on YouTube. They showed because they do unlock. So they unlock some of the episodes, right? So they unlocked I want to say, but it wasn't with Love and Marriage Huntsville, it was Love and Marriage DC. They unlocked the new episode when they meant to unlock the old episode. So they've been, I don't know if they're purposely, I don't know if they're trying to sabotage Carlos King because he has been running around bragging about having the #1 show on OWN, but he hasn't addressed the toxicity of the fans. I mean, these fans have doxed certain cast members. They have literally took flights down to Huntsville. These people are showing up in these people's courthouse dates. I mean, they're doing a lot, and Carlos has not. He refuses to address it. You know what I'm saying? And really, to be honest with you, I feel like he strokes the flames a lot because a lot of when he does address it, he addresses it in a way that he strokes it, stroking the flames for these psychos that think they are all the way correct and everybody else is wrong, and you know what I'm saying? While in the meantime they're doing a lot of like jacked up things. Like, this is a reality show for me. If I take a flight down to Huntsville, I'm going to Black, I'm going to chill. I'm not like I'm not so invested that I would catch a federal charge. These people are catching federal charges because they're doing way too much. They're cyberbullying, harassing, doxing. They're doing a lot to go up for quote unquote the star. Now, my personal opinion about that, if she's the star of the show, then she could absolutely leave that show and go make her another one because she's such a star, quote unquote. But you let them tell her, oh, that's her show. Why should she leave? Because she's the one who has a problem. That's why she should leave. Because she has a problem. She has the problem. So she should leave and create another show because she's the star, quote unquote, right? But anywho, so I mean, it's really way more messier on social media when it comes to the Holts, and I'm talking about Melanie and Martell. And this last week has really gotten really messy. Um, Now, mind you, Martell, okay, so here's the update. Martell brought Melanie back to court because he tried to talk to her about her having multiple babysitters watching the kids. So, pretty much, Martell was vindicated in the court paperwork. My opinion. Call me male identified because their new thing is if you don't kiss Melanie's ass and if you don't call if they want you to ignore Melanie's boo lang lang while trying to paint Montel as some psycho and all type of things, but they want you to ignore the boo lang lang that Melanie's doing. And if you don't ignore the boo lang lang Melanie's doing, if you call her out on it, then you're male identified. Whatever. Sure. Okay, I'm male identified because I don't agree with you. And that's really the premises of them calling you male identified. They want to, now Melanie them threw out the word critical thinkers. So they're about to run that in the mud. So now all of a sudden all of them are critical thinkers and about to run that word in the mud because now Melanie, you know what I'm saying? She done set off smoke signals because she's upset because she's busted. She's busted, she's busted, she's busted. Busted, disgusted, and can't be trusted. Okay, so this coming weekend, if OWN doesn't mess up the chronological order of the episode, we should be seeing an episode where Martell shows up to his daughter's birthday party that Mel in turns try to kicks him out and make it seem like that he showed up uninvited. But bloop, here we go. Because of the overzealousness of the fans and Melanie wanting to feed them certain information, it has now been the court docs for their custody battle has been exposed. And with them being exposed, it shows that Melanie is the problem. And they are so upset. They are so pissed. They are mad at any and everybody who, it's the same old, same old. You say anything against Melanie, you're the enemy, you're male identified, you're crazy, you're not making no sense, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and the thing about it is, nobody's saying that Martell is right. Martell is right. But at the same time, neither is Melanie. And that's what they have the issue with. They don't want her to take no responsibility for her behavior. They don't want to take no responsibility for having a flaky ass, phony ass personality that she has. So it's like when people match her energy, now they're wrong. She's flaky. She's very dismissive. Montel hasn't lied. I mean, Montel has said a couple of things about Melanie that has been true. One, she definitely uses people, and when she has no use for them no more, she definitely gets rid of them. Montel pointed that out about her, and thus far has been shown to be true. There's nothing in her actions that's shown that it isn't true. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, Montel was right about that. Now, the thing that makes this is an aha moment, and this is why she's so mad. Okay, so let me catch y'all up. Let me backtrack. This is quick, y'all. I'm not gonna be out here all day. This is not about to be an all day, 2 hour, 3 hour live about the Blue Line Lane. We're just not about to do it. I just gonna say what I gotta say and keep it moving. So don't forget that like button, please. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Anyway, moving along. So the court documents come out, and the initial response, where everybody discovered, is that Mel got reprimanded by the judge. She got reprimanded by the judge because Mel has apparently been doing things to sabotage Montel in his time that he had with the kids. She has not been cooperative. She has been playing a lot of games. While she like, mind you, keep in mind that she comes on YouTube and she feeds her certain bloggers that she know is gonna lie for her and keep up the boo lang lang with her and for her. So she feeds them information. She's been feeding them information since season 1. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that they try to say that's a lie. Da, 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 da. But I got screenshots of a blogger who came out and admitted that all the information that they got prior, when season 1 went on a break and a lot of stuff stopped, a lot of traffic started happening on the social media. There's a blogger that came out and admitted that all that information had came from Melanie. So there's that. I got screenshots of that. You know what I'm saying? I know I was on the panel. People try to say I was lying or I'm making it up or I don't know what I'm talking about, blah, 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 blah. But I got screenshots to back that. And I have no problem sharing them. But there's a blogger who still blogs to this day who came out and she had got into it with Martell because she had posted something and Martell went off on her, and she had a breaking point, and she was over it, and she spilled all the tea. So absolutely, Melanie is the one who got the social media garbage started. She was the one who ran the social media. She's the one who tried to expose, so-called, quote unquote, expose everybody's information, blah, 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 blah. This is, you know what I'm saying? I think this is also why a lot of people worship her and don't hold her accountable and don't think she should be held accountable. On top of, just, I don't know, I guess they identify with her as a woman that was done wrong. And so Now they think it's okay for her to be a flaky, phony ass, fake ass, messy ass person that she is. Anywho, so moving along. So the aha moment is this next episode, if it's kept in chronological order, because I noticed that they do previews, but then when the scenes actually come for the episodes, they have cut out the stuff that they showed in the preview. Prime example, Stormy was talking to her mother. Her mother pointed out that she feel like Melanie's a user, and she named all the people that she feel like Melanie used prior to Stormy. They showed that in the preview, but when the episode came, they cut that whole conversation part out. So I noticed that they be playing games, and this is probably why they kind of probably self-sabotage, and this is why they got messed up this coming weekend, and this is why they whole analog was messed up, because Carlos King like to play games, the editors like to play games, and really they're busted. They're all busted, disgusted, and can't be trusted. But anywho, moving along. So this coming episode, Montel shows up to his daughter's birthday party, right? And Melanie acts like he's not supposed to be there. He's violating. Oh, get him out of here. Now, this is all while the cameras are rolling. So, boop, with the court documents coming out, it has shown that Melanie actually did tell her daughter to tell Martel it was okay. It's in the court documents. It was proven. So she's busted. So at the end of the day, the facade that she's putting on for the show, the facade that she gets online and puts on for her fans, because, they obviously, because she noticed that they go up for her, obviously, because she's the head of the whole camp, that all the messes they do. She's the one who's leaked all type of information to them. This, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, they could try to pussy pop and backpedal and say it's not true, but in the same breath, they'll sit up there and say, oh, so I know there's one blogger was like, oh yeah, we can go talk to Melanie, because now Melanie's pissed that Sherelle World has busted her in her lie. And Sherelle's World don't even realize that the reason why Melanie's really pissed is because she busted Melanie in her lie. In an upcoming episode, is where we're about to see the lie that she was busted in, which the court document shows that Montel was invited to the birthday party. For whatever reason, when the cameras got there, now Melanie's trying to act like he ain't supposed to be there, because she keeps trying to paint this man in a certain way because she's bitter and she's upset because of how everything played out. But at the end of the day, she chose to share that with the world. She chose to stay with that man. She chose to put up with that for so many years. She shows a lot of things that she now wants only him to catch the repercussions of. And I don't think anybody's saying that Montel is right, but they want to negate responsibility for Melanie. Melanie don't want no accountability for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem that a lot of people are having. Nobody's saying that Montel's right, but she's not right also. She plays a lot of boolean ass games, and she's busted. What we're going to see this weekend and what the court document shows is that Melanie is playing games. Melanie is being a bitter ex-wife. And she's definitely trying to set up Montel. And she's been like, Melanie is the one dropping little breadcrumbs to these people, because when you talk to her fans, they swear they know everything. When the season's off, they know everything. Like, somebody is calling them and giving them this information, and it's Melanie. Like said, I got the screenshot of a content creator who still does content on YouTube that came out and admitted that Melanie is the one that gave them all the information. She was the one in them Facebook groups dropping everybody's information. I will show that. I don't have no problem showing the screenshots. And trust to believe I screenshotted it, because for the longest time I was like, this is too much. I mean, and if you pay attention, when they came back the second season, Melanie, Marcel, and Tisha and Martel met because there was some mess that happened on social media. Melanie had released some information, so in turn, Marcel released some information. So Melanie has definitely been using these bloggers. She definitely sent a smoke signal out there with that little post, oh, people spreading lies and this, that, and the third, when it ain't lies. Those are actual court documents. And the reason why she's upset about that, the reason why they're going up, trying to manipulate it and switch the whole game plan, is because she's busted. The facade that she put on for that birthday party, the court records show that Martel was told that he could show up at the birthday party. So at the end of the day, Melanie's busted. She's busted in her life. The court documents show that she's been the one that has been being a difficult parent. Now, Montel brought everybody, oh, why he bringing her back to court? Montel stated why he brought her back to court. Montel also said that he tried to have a conversation with Melanie about leaving the kids with so many different babysitters, right? Melanie tried to act like, oh, it's a control thing. He's trying to control me. The court documents show that Melanie actually was leaving these kids with way too many babysitters. That's why it's mandatory now that she calls him first before she calls 12 to 13 other people to watch their kids, which is dangerous. I don't care what nobody's saying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make up excuses, but Melanie's busted. The court documents show that Melanie is the problem. Melanie is a liar. Melanie has been causing diversions and trying to paint Montel as this monster, which at the end of the day, yes, he's wrong. He cheated on her. Absolutely. He had an outside baby. All them things are correct about Martell. But at the end of the day, Melanie don't want no accountability. But all I'm going to say, the court documents show that she's busted. Okay? Martell was told that he could show up to the birthday party. So when the cameras are there and now she's trying to act like he's violating and he's stalking and he wasn't supposed to be there, the court documents actually show that he was told that he could come. Right? So Melanie's busted. Melanie's busted in quite a few lies if you really get into them court documents. And the way she been coming out here trying to paint Martell as a psycho, still wanting her. She wants Martell to still want her. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keeps skipping over. Montel said he wanted her to pray that they could better co-parent. Somehow it turns into he wants her to pray that they get back together. That's not what Martel said out of his mouth. But everybody want to skip over that because they want to run off of what Melanie saying. Oh, he just wanted to get back with me. At the end of the day, if he want to get back with you, you want to get back with him. It's equal playing fields. And now she's mad. She's mad at Sherelle's world because she's busted. She's busted in quite a few lives. She's busted in the fact that she is the one that's been difficult and not been cooperative in the co-parenting situation. And that's just, it is what it is. Like I like Melanie's fans are sick, deranged, loser. I feel like they're miserable. I feel like they're bitter. They've been hurt, so they resonate with her. So they think it's okay to go around and do fuck ass shit, and they don't want to get called out on it. They don't want Melanie called out on it. Everybody's wrong except for Melanie. Melanie's better than everybody. Melanie this, Melanie that, and that's just not real life. That's not real life. And at the end of the day, if you want to attack me because I'm paying attention to the old you want to call me male identified, I absolutely, first of all, I wasn't raised in an abusive home. And I have never, ever dealt with no man that is going to abuse me. And if I did find myself in a certain situation, guess what? I was raised enough to know to walk the freak away. Because you know what my grandmother taught me? I could do bad by my goddamn self. I don't need nobody around to help me do bad. Okay? I was just cut from a different cloth. That's why for a lot of how I was raised and what I'm looking at, you know, you got to use a little bit of everything. A little bit of common sense, which ain't so common. And we understand that. Common sense really ain't so common. But at the same time, everybody got to be held accountable. And that's just what it is. And the reason why Melanie is mad at Sherelle's world is because she's busted. She lied about a few things, and in the court documents, it proves that she was a liar and she's busted. So this episode coming up, when she tries to kick him out the birthday party, that she prior to him showing up at the birthday party he was told by his daughter that he could be there. So Melanie's a whole fraud. And like a lot of people saying, they both are responsible for that marriage falling apart, and they both are responsible for the nastiness that has been happening on in social media. And she definitely made that post the other day to send her cult after Sherelle's world. But see, what they don't know, Sherelle's world ain't them. She's not new to this. She's true to this. She been here longer than them. She didn't just come up with a page because she got hired by Melanie to promote propaganda. That's just not how it's working. Sherelle been there and done that. Sherelle has had lawsuits. She has been through a lot of things, and she's won them. You know why? Because she's been in the right. She covers her back. She knows what she's talking about at times, because I don't always agree with Sherelle's world, but that's the beauty of it. You don't always have to agree with her. But at the end of the day, nobody had a problem when she had that lawyer on there and they was going into Martell's business. Nobody had a problem with it. But now that is Melanie's turn to get called to the carpet, and she's busted. Busted, disgusted, and can't be trusted. She is a liar, and the court documents show that she's a liar. The court documents show that she's been the one making things difficult. The court documents show that she's been uncooperative, and this is why Martell has had to go back to court, which she should have done, because fathers do have rights. And their rights shouldn't be taken away, and they shouldn't be played with, and they shouldn't be for father. And that's what Melanie did, and Melanie got called out, and she got ranked the fuck back in. So y'all can be mad all y'all want. It is what it is. Like said, court documents prove that Martell was told that he could go to his daughter's birthday party, and when he got there, that's when Melanie put on a facade, because she got to feed her cult. She got to keep them bitter, keep them going up, keep them feeding them propaganda so they'll ride for her. But at the end of the day, she's busted, disgusted, and can't be trusted. Period. And she got caught, and the court documents show that. And they are public. And y'all didn't have a problem with going to dig up Marcel and Tisha and Wanda's and everybody else's record. Now y'all mad because Melanie's records is getting pulled up. Because she got caught. That's why y'all are mad. She's caught in her lies, in her propaganda, in her boo lang lang. And now y'all are mad. But it's okay for y'all to do that to the rest of the cast members. Right? Y'all didn't have a problem with old boy going down there to Destiny's house and going to her open house and putting it on YouTube. Y'all don't even have a problem that the fact that this man is still stalking Destiny. Y'all so happy y'all got her off the show. Why are y'all still talking about her? Why are y'all still stalking her? Why are y'all all up in her business? Because y'all are miserable and y'all love company. Misery loves company. And Melanie feeds y'all. She found out there's a niche, there's a whole bunch of miserable, bitter bitches just like her. And she found y'all and she feel like she hit the gold mine. But not everybody's fooled by the bullshit. Anywho, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Wednesday. Melanie's busted. The court documents show that Martell was told that he could come to the birthday party. So that little front that she put on for the camera that's coming up this weekend, if on, don't mess up on the chronological of the episodes. We shall see. And Melanie is busted. Shout out to Sherelle's World. Shout out to the actual, oh my god, I can't believe the I believe my in my opinion, thank you, there it is. Shout out to in my opinion, shout out to Mims, make it make sense, because y'all want to get mad at him. Like, y'all are mad at everybody but the person you should be mad at, and that's the person who lied to y'all and got y'all believing any and everything. And y'all make up all type of excuses. None of these things, Martell has not been found guilty of abuse, physical abuse, none of that stuff. So at the end of the day, no, it is what it is. It's an even playing field, okay? It's the War of the Roses, all right? But Melanie has definitely been using y'all, her little content creators, her little mob, her little cult to attack other people and dox and harass and do all that crazy stuff. Nobody got time for that. Love, light, and butterflies. We out of here, y'all. But that's my whole point. She's busted, disgusted, and can't be trusted. And the court documents are out there. So she's a liar. And she's definitely been being bitter. And she's definitely been being the one that has been being difficult. So y'all go ahead and ride with that. That's why she's so mad. And that's why y'all so mad. Your little nutbag that y'all worship has been put on the spot and she's busted for all her lies. Have a good day, though. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Wednesday. Love, light, and butterflies. See you guys on the upside.